Welcome to the Atelier of Precision. Here, we don't just build rifles, we engineer ballistic sculptures. Today, I'll take you inside and show you exactly how a $50,000 sniper rifle is made, step by step, from a raw block of steel to a sub-MOA legend. Don't forget to subscribe for more factory documentaries like this. This isn't an assembly line, it's a sanctuary for ballistics. Nestled in the high desert, this facility produces fewer than 200 rifles a year, but each one is a masterpiece of mechanical art, commanding a price tag higher than a luxury sedan. Today, we go inside the vault. It doesn't start with metal, but with math. Our journey begins in the digital realm, where engineers spend months simulating stresses, pressures, and tolerances. Every curve of this $50,000 rifle is calculated for perfection before a single chip of steel is cut. This is where it all begins, a solid billet of aerospace-grade 416R stainless steel. It looks crude now, but within these molecules lies the potential for unmatched accuracy. It is the raw canvas for our artists. These 5-axis CNC machines are the master carvers. Guided by the digital blueprint, they work with a tolerance of 1/10,000th of an inch. That's 50 times thinner than a human hair. For the next 48 hours, this block will be sculpted into the heart of the rifle, the receiver. High-pressure coolant isn't just for lubrication. It's a hydraulic force that breaks the hot chips of steel away from the cut. It's a violent, precise ballet happening inside a sealed chamber, ensuring the metal never heats up and warps. Once the machine finishes, the human scrutiny begins. Every internal raceway and lug abutment is inspected with a digital microscope. In a rifle of this caliber, a single microscopic burr is an unforgivable flaw. The barrel is the rifle's voice. We start with a premium blank from a forge in Switzerland or Pennsylvania. This solid bar of steel is about to undergo a transformation more delicate than brain surgery. While mass producers button rifle or hammer forge their barrels, we use the ancient art of cut rifling. A single point cutter is pulled through the bore, shaving one groove at a time. It takes hours to complete one barrel, but it creates zero stress in the steel, guaranteeing ultimate accuracy. Cutting metal creates stress. To relieve it, the barrel is heat-treated in this cryogenic oven, cycled to temperatures hundreds of degrees below zero, and then tempered. This molecular relaxation ensures the barrel won't walk or warp as it heats up during firing. The deep spiral flutes aren't just for looks, they shed precious ounces and increase the surface area for cooling. Cutting them perfectly straight requires a fixture so precise it costs more than most family cars. The bolt, which locks the cartridge in the chamber, must fit the receiver with the precision of a syringe in a glass tube. Too loose and accuracy is lost. Too tight and it will jam under duress. It is ground to a mirror finish. The 3 massive locking lugs provide 360 degrees of support for the cartridge. These lugs are the strongest part of the rifle, engineered to contain pressures exceeding 60,000 psi. They are machined from the same billet as the bolt body for absolute integrity. This tiny claw, the extractor, is a marvel of spring steel engineering. It must grip the rim of the spent casing with immense force to pull it from the chamber, yet release it instantly when it hits the ejector. It's one of the few stamped parts we use, and it's perfect. Assembly begins. Each component is hand-fitted, checked for the slightest drag. When complete, the bolt should fall closed by its own weight but have zero lateral play. It's a feeling of mechanical perfection that can only be achieved by hand. While the metal is forged, the stock is woven. We use aerospace-grade pre-preg carbon fiber. Layer by layer, the fabric is oriented in specific directions to maximize stiffness where the rifle needs it most and to dampen vibration. The mold is vacuum-backed and placed inside this autoclave, a giant pressure cooker. Under intense heat and pressure, the resin liquefies and then hardens, fusing the carbon layers into a solid monolithic structure that is lighter and stiffer than steel. The cured stock is then machined with micron precision to accept the metal components. The bedding block, a chunk of aircraft aluminum, is bonded into the stock at this stage, creating the foundation upon which the barrel action will sit. To ensure a perfect stress-free fit, we use a process called bedding. A special epoxy is applied to the aluminum block. The barrel action is then torqued down, squeezing the epoxy into every microscopic void, creating a perfect negative of the action. The trigger is the user interface. Made by a specialist house in Germany, this 2-stage unit is fully adjustable. The sear surfaces are hand-polished to glass-like smoothness, allowing for a crisp, repeatable break with zero creep. This is the marriage of metal and carbon. The barrel action slides into the stock and seats with a solid thud. It's a perfect union, designed to be free-floating, meaning the barrel touches nothing but the receiver, allowing it to vibrate harmoniously. Every screw is torqued to a specific value. The front action screw might be 65 inch-pounds, the rear 15. This precise clamping force is critical for accuracy. We use digital wrenches calibrated before every single build. The detachable box magazine is another precision component.
It must present the cartridge at the exact same angle every single time for reliable feeding. The latch mechanism is machined from solid steel and will not fail. Now we test the action. The bolt should glide like it's on ball bearings. This feeling, the bolt throw, is the signature of a custom rifle. It's not just function, it's a tactile experience. A $50,000 rifle deserves the best optics. We mount scopes at cost as much as the rifle itself. Using specialized tools, we ensure the scope is perfectly level and aligned with the bore axis. Even a 0.1-degree cant will throw a shot off at 1,000 yards. Scope rings are never perfect out of the box. We lap them, a process of grinding the rings with an abrasive paste to ensure they are perfectly aligned and provide 100% contact with the scope tube. This prevents the scope from bending or slipping under massive recoil. Before any rifle leaves for a customer, it must survive a proof test. A cartridge loaded to 30% above maximum pressure is fired remotely. This ensures the steel is sound and the lockup is safe. It's a violent test that would destroy a lesser rifle. The rifle roars, consuming the overpressure round. Sensors measure the bolt thrust and chamber pressure. If it passes this destructive test, it is certified safe for a lifetime of use. After proofing, the bore is meticulously cleaned. Copper fouling and residue are stripped away. The barrel must be absolutely pristine before we begin the accuracy certification. Now comes the moment of truth, the accuracy certification. Every single rifle we build is taken to the range and shot by a professional marksman. We don't just hope it's accurate, we prove it. The goal is a sub-MOA group. At 100 yards, that means 5 shots must land within a circle smaller than 1 inch. This rifle just punched a single, ragged hole. That is the signature of a true precision instrument.
We record every data point: velocity, temperature, humidity, and group size. This ballistics report is included with the rifle, giving the new owner a verified baseline for their ammunition. It's a certificate of performance. For the ultra-luxury models, the metal becomes a canvas. Master engravers, artists who train for decades, spend weeks cutting intricate scroll work and game scenes into the steel. It turns a tool into an heirloom. A unique serial number is applied. This number is the rifle's identity, logged in a ledger alongside the customer's name and the specific tolerances of every component. It's a lineage that will follow the rifle forever. The journey ends here in a custom transport case. Every rifle is delivered in a foam-lined case cut specifically for its configuration. It's a presentation fit for the precision instrument inside. Before the lid is closed, one last inspection. A fresh set of eyes checks the torque, the trigger pull, and the bolt function. This is the final gate it must pass before being deemed worthy of the customer. Each rifle comes with a letter of authenticity, signed by the master gunsmith who assembled and certified it. It's a personal connection between the artist and the owner. And then it waits. With a 2-year waiting list, this rifle will soon be on its way to a collector, a competition shooter, or a specialist in the field. But for now, the factory is silent, resting before the next masterpiece is begun. Every detail, down to the engraving on the bolt handle, tells a story of American craftsmanship. It's a mark of origin and a badge of pride. The muzzle is threaded to accept the latest sound suppressors. The threads are cut to a tolerance that ensures the suppressor screws on concentrically, guaranteeing the bullet never touches the baffles. Ergonomics are paramount. The cheek rest is fully adjustable via a precision-machined cam lock. It allows the shooter to get a perfect, repeatable cheek weld every time. The recoil lug is the anchor. This thick slab of steel transfers the force of the recoil directly into the stock, preventing the action from shifting under the immense rearward thrust of the cartridge. Even the bolt knob is a piece of art. Some customers opt for exotic materials like ebony, mammoth ivory, or meteorite inlays. It's the only part the shooter touches on every cycle, so it must feel perfect. When we lift the action after the bedding cures, we see the result, a perfect, stress-free socket. The action does not touch the stock's composite material at all, only this precision epoxy foundation. The scope turrets are the shooter's interface with the trajectory. Each click adjusts the point of impact by a precise fraction of an inch at 100 yards. The feel of the click must be positive and unmistakable. The magazine release is ambidextrous and designed for gloved use. It drops the magazine with authority, ensuring there's no fumbling during a reload. Integral QD sockets are molded directly into the stock. They allow for the instant attachment of a bipod or sling without bulky aftermarket clamps. For customers who want more than black, we offer custom Cerakote finishes. These ceramic-based coatings are incredibly durable and can be applied in any pattern imaginable, from desert snake to alpine snow. For the ultimate tactical setup, these rifles are designed to accept clip-on night vision and thermal devices. The rail system is standardized to maintain zero, even when adding pounds of electronics to the front. This is more than a tool. It is the culmination of hundreds of hours of human skill,
digital precision, and artistic passion. It's a $50,000 statement that precision is not just a metric, it's a way of life. Thanks for watching.